The lady who swears at goats. It's milking time.
Only when they deserve it.
At least it's windy today. You ready to be milked, Pam? Isn't she so pretty?
She's so cute. You're the cutest. I gotcha. She's so cute. Oh my. You just drank milk, didn't you? You got all spit over your face.
Kisses taste like goat milk.
Oh my. I gotcha. I gotcha.
I think this weekend we'll be able to let them all outside finally.
Yeah.
So does she have horn bugs or does
She does. They're like super tiny though. It's like
maybe by this weekend they'll be.
maybe. I don't know. She might have her own special day for this wedding. Because she's like
She might be ready this weekend when Holly comes.
The lady who swears at goats. It's milking time.
Only when they deserve it.
Pam is ready.
You're gonna be first today, Pam?
oh my gosh. You're so little. You're so little. Oh gosh.
Looks like Starla could be milked too.
Today?
Yeah.
She's ready.
Oh, what a good girl.
Explain the problem that we're having with Pam.
Well, Pam's got twins, but they're both eating on her left side. So her right side's been swollen and distended because it's filling with milk every time the kids nurse on this side, but it's not getting any relief. So we needed to start milking Pam earlier than we would have normally, just to help keep her comfortable and even out.
She did that last year too.
When you're milking, it's really important that you manage bacteria. So before I came out, I ran hot bleach water through the milk machine and let it sit for 10 minutes. Bleach needs about a 10-minute contact time to destroy bacteria. And then I rinsed it out with warm water. Now I'm cleaning Pam's teats and udders with a baby wipe. I sanitize my hands first. And then I'm gonna milk out the first 3 squirts as milk that's been sitting in the teat and might contain bacteria. So I want to remove that before we hook her up to the milk machine. And now she's ready to be milked. And since Pam's still feeding her twins on one side, I'm just gonna milk her on the right. This way, babe.
I think when using a milking machine, one of the biggest things that people come across as far as contamination source is the milk lines in these milk machines.
Yeah.
Biofilm forms very quickly inside the lines. And a biofilm is basically, the best example would be what leads to plaque formation on your teeth. So when you brush your teeth, the whole point is to remove the biofilm so it doesn't build up and form the plaque. So with the milk lines, the biofilm will form, and it's basically a protective coating that would coat the entire line and then contaminate the milk in the milk jug as a result of not cleaning properly.
Yep. So that's why we bleach before we milk. So any bacteria that are left in the lines overnight, we remove them with the bleach before we actually milk.
You also use a brush to clean the lines as well.
Right. So once a week I break everything down and scrub it all out with a special, I've got a long skinny wire brush that fits inside the tubing.
You should also use vinegar to help break up the biofilm. That the acidity of the vinegar will help break down the biofilm in the milk line.
yes, but you have to be careful that your vinegar and your bleach never mix, because those two chemicals together will produce a poisonous gas.
How much milk have you been getting from one side of her?
I think more than a quart. It's hard to say because I've been milking fawn every day too, but it's quite a bit. More than you'd expect to get from one half another milking once a day while she's got her kids on her. Well, Pam's definitely a great producer.
What are you looking for udder attachment with a goat?
Well, you want there to be wide attachment here, which Pam's got a pretty nice wide attachment. You want to have the udder extend a ways up the belly of the goat too, so that there's lots of space. It's not just all bunched up in the back, but you want to have it come out nice and far on the belly.
Which Pam doesn't have.
Well, hers is okay. It's not great, but it's not terrible. It would be something with the bucks we choose to breed to Pam, we'd want to look for bucks whose dams have really good fore attachment. And then another thing you want to look for on udders is udder capacity. So how low does the udder hang? So you want your udder to be up above the hocks. So on Pam's left side, she looks really good. And on her right side, it's hanging a little bit lower than I'd like to see. So what happened last year was her kids only fed on one side again. And then as they got older, she let them feed on both sides, and then she evened up really nice. So I'm hoping to see that again as her kids age and we deal with this problem and she becomes more comfortable. She'll let both kids nurse on both sides and she'll even out. So, but this is something we'll keep an eye on with Pam, and we'll choose the bucks that we breed her to deliberately so that we make sure we improve upon her kids. So after milking, the opening of the teat, that orifice, stays open for about 30 minutes. So it's really important that you use a teat dip to help prevent bacteria getting up in there and giving your goats or your cows mastitis. So this is just a chlorhexidine teat dip. It's got an emollient in it, so it's almost like lotion. It should make her more comfortable and help keep her healthy. All done, Pam. You ready to go home?
This summer, I'm going to do a test of bacterial counts. We'll do what the counts are after just the first 3 squirts that are discarded. We'll do some from the teat after that, and then we'll do a sample from the milk jug that runs through the lines and into our milk machine. She gonna go jump right up today?
You're gonna be good.
Oh, you think they're gonna help with you? Come on, up. Up, come on. Up. You hold this here. Don't
use the ramp.
Every time.
Sometimes they require it.
Sometimes they require the ramp, sometimes they won't use it.
One more time before she starts swearing.
She already was.
You know how to go up there. There's not an easier milk stand to get onto in all of Michigan. Come on. Come on.
Watch your ear.
Fawn's udder looks, to me, way better than Pam's.
Yeah.
She's a first timer, so her udder's smaller, and she's nursing a single instead of twins. But her udder is really nice and wide at the top. It's nice and globular. She's got better fore udder attachment. It goes further up the front of her belly here, whereas Pam's was like behind her knees. And Fawn's Udder's held much higher. I've noticed that her teats are also, they hold a lot greater volume. I think Fawn will be a better hand milking goat than Pam because you just get more each time. So I'm hoping maybe Fawn will be the goat that we milk through the winter for our family.
I think Starla should be. You milk her on both
Now
sides?
why are you milking both sides of her?
Well, she's only got a single to feed, but she carried twins, so she's making extra milk. And it's been plenty long enough, so you're supposed to wait 1 week for each kid before you start milking.
Her kid's almost 2 weeks old.
Fawn's little Reese's 2 weeks old now, so she's got more milk in here than she needs to feed Reese. Reese.
How come you're not using that fancy milk machine you bought?
Well, the fancy milk machine is really nice, but for such a small volume of milk, I think this is less work.
We'll use that when we have Greta.
Yeah, when we're doing more milking at once, that'll be
We'll
it.
use it all. It'll be amazing, and I'll make butter again.
The fancy milker is really nice, but I can't take it in the kitchen to clean it.
So our grand plan with these fancy dairy goats was to be able to provide milk shares for people, which are legal in the state of Michigan. But our insurance company snooped on our website.
Well, we weren't hiding it. It's a legal activity,
It's a legal
so I
activity.
posted it on our website.
But our insurance company, and apparently all insurance companies in the state of Michigan, will not provide farm insurance for people who provide milk shares. So another small farm obstacle.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the alternative is. I don't have time to get into soap making. Maybe we can find a soap maker who will make soap for us to use. We can't sell soap either, though, without buying extra insurance coverage.
So we can keep the soap.
Well, the pigs will eat, benefit from all the skim milk from Greta when we start milking Greta.
The pigs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I make butter with the milk, and then we feed the skim milk to the pigs.
You can definitely tell she's feeding off the right side.
Yeah, it's funny how they pick favorites. Do we want to milk Starla? I haven't.
Well, we can at least look at her udder.
Sure.
I don't want it.
She'd be happy to jump up and eat.
See how Maylee's mini goats are so much better than.
Well, it would be nice to see how Starla's improved over her mother, right?
Oh, look at that!
She needs training.
Well, see what happens when I try and put the stuff on.
She's gonna laugh.
It is nice and even.
It is.
Yeah.
Ivan, let me get
It's
some more grain out for her.
below her two hocks. I'm sorry.
Above, you mean?
I mean above, whatever.
Decent floor attachment.
I'm sorry, wait, I don't mean to skip. And then her teeth are nice and big too.
Right. So when the kids are 2 weeks old, they don't need to be with mom and nurse through the night. So what a lot of people do and what we did last year is you separate the kids just for the night, and then first thing in the morning, I'd come out and milk the mamas, and then they all get to be together all day long. But this year, since I'm working, I think we'll wait till school gets out to do that. So we'll wait to train Starla to be a milking goat until then, because right now she's working pretty hard just to feed both her twins all day and all night.
I guess for now it's good just to get her in the.
Yep, good practice coming up, and she knows being on the milk stand is a good thing.
More milking going on out here.
So after I milk, I bring the milk in the house as quick as I can. The trick, I think, to getting goat's milk that tastes really good without any of that goaty tang is to get it cold super fast. So we store our milk in the half-gallon size mason jars, and I just use one of my ball funnels and then one of these milk filters. So what this does is it just catches any debris or pieces of stuff, and checking the filter can also give you an indication if your goat's having any mastitis or problems with milking. So let's do this first.
You usually check for mastitis, what, once a week?
Yup. Mastitis Monday. Every Monday I use these test strips. You can get them at a farm supply store. Dr. Naylor's mastitis test strips. And you just squirt a little milk right out of the teat onto there, and if there's a color change on the test strip, then that's an indicator of mastitis, so you'd want to follow up with your vet.
This is a pH paper, isn't it?
There's more to it than just a pH change. There's 2 tests on each strip. I'm not exactly sure the chemistry.
And one of them is pH.
One is pH, yeah.
So an indicator of bacterial contamination in the udder would be a acidic milk product, which is a byproduct of bacterial fermentation.
All right.
That's a half a gallon.
Yeah, just shy of half a gallon. A half gallon would be up here.
Out of 3
2 goats. I didn't.
3 udders.
Yeah.
3 halves. 1 whole and.
Yep. So you can see in the funnel there's always a little bit of bubbles, because when the milk goes into the milk can, there's always a little bit of bubbles that are formed. So I usually squeeze that out so I can see if there's any solids in the filter. So a lot of times when a goat first freshens, you might get some little strings of blood in there or something, but that looks like a pretty clean filter.
And that is the advantage of using a milk machine over than hand milking. You
Right.
don't get the debris, the hair and stuff.
Yep. Yeah.
Maybe a
nothing's-
little bit, but.
Well, and cleaning the udder and the teats ahead of time too helps a lot. So my trick for cooling the milk down fast is putting it in an ice water bath. So I picked up these little like dorm-sized garbage cans from Walmart, and they're just the right size to get the whole volume of milk in these half-gallon jars cold. So I put ice and water in there, and I stick it out in our fridge, and it works really well. If you want to see the first time we milked Pam last year, click here.